Remember when you first started your company? You had a laptop, a phone, an internet connection, and a really good idea. Setting up a business was a challenge. Creating a website, figuring out how to take orders, and dealing with the accounts. Thank goodness you had the HPE RDX removable disk unit to back everything up. It saved you more than once when you needed to recover some files. But of course, working from home could only last so long. That tiny office down on Mason was where it felt like you were really in business. You bought your first server so you could finish the prototypes and brought in some part-time staff to help with orders and shipping for the summer, and the autumn, and the winter. For a couple of years, coffee and commitment kept you going. But it was a struggle at times. One of your university friends, Jeff, was an IT manager, and it was his advice to upgrade the storage. Storing all your user directories and documents in one place was the perfect solution to all those IT troubleshooting tasks that were becoming a full-time job. And it certainly lived up to its name, Store Easy. Goodbye unpredictability and hours spent patching Windows. Hello happy office and more time for planning and managing the business. Business was great that year, until the rains came. The insurance covered the flood damage, and thanks to the RDX backup, still going strong, you were up and running again within days of the new equipment arriving. And that wasn't the only new arrival that year. It was time to take stock and think about what really mattered. Your family, your new office, your team, and what it would take to make this thing soar. In the old office, the server room was a broom cupboard. Now you had a rack of HPE Proliant DL380s, and you can ask your old college friend to manage the IT for a living. And the first thing he did was install the HPE MSA 2060 hybrid flash array. He said it made sense to share the storage for the applications that were powering the different parts of your business. There was a time when a big piece of kit like this would have seemed like overkill, but the MSA was the missing piece in the jigsaw for the business you'd become. Sharing storage immediately solved the issue of never having quite the right amount of capacity and performance for each team, while still being simple for Jeff to manage single-handed. Right when you started exporting overseas, it was his idea to back everything up to the HPE StoreEver LTO tape autoloader. And once again, he was right, because without the tapes safely stored in the vault, the ransomware attack would have cost thousands. It could have wiped you out. Instead, you barely broke stride. 5G, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, they changed how business was done, but your business was always ready. And one day, you suddenly realized you stopped saying you were a small business owner. Yes, it was challenging. There were times when you thought you wouldn't make it, but it was exhilarating. You wouldn't have missed it for the world,
Hey,
huh?
Becky.
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I just had a crazy idea, I guess.
HPE Proliant and HP Storage Solutions for SMB. Inspiration technology that can grow as big as your ambitions.